What's up, everyone? It's Georgia Rudderow, also known as the Real Rudderow, and I'm coming to you today from the sheltering in place in my home. I have my glass of wine. It's about 1:30, but you know, what else am I supposed to be doing? So I thought I would make this video today just to let you know kind of what has been happening in my life, particularly as a real estate agent since the shelter-in-place order has been put into effect. Most of the work that we do as real estate agents that is out in public is person-to-person interactions. And so for the safety, of our community and also for the safety of, the United States as well as the entire world, we are taking sheltering in place very seriously. No open houses, no in-person showings. No in-person, we can't meet with appraisers, we can't meet with inspectors, basically no going to, homes like we normally would and, meeting with people that sellers, buyers, anything like that. So all of that for us has stopped. Title companies are still open. County recorder's office set up a Dropbox system where the title company will courier over the loan documents and the deed of title after it's been signed, and then they'll send that over to the county recorder, and the county recorder will still record it. Notaries are still helping people sign their documents and their grant deeds. Lenders, obviously, they can work from home, so they're still up and running. And then appraisers are doing a drive-by appraisal or an AVM, which is sort of a desk review. So the folks who are still considered essential, and if they're not essential, they're working around still being able to close transactions and help people who are still in the process of closing out transactions that they have. The properties that have gone pending in the last 2 weeks had already previously been seen. So at this point, if there is a property out there that you like, you can absolutely write an offer on it. If you were my client, I would advise that you put into effect an inspection contingency as part of that offer. And basically the inspection contingency means that you're writing this offer subject to being able to see the property and ensuring that you actually like it. I mean, that's really the safest thing that we can do during this time for both buyer and seller, because there's just so much uncertainty in the market. Honestly, from my perspective, I see this as just being something that's temporary. We don't know how long of a situation this is. Trump said on the news the other day that he wants to have everybody out and back to work by Easter. I think anyone with a pulse knows that that's probably not going to happen. But again, I've personally decided to just wait, this 3-4 week period without freaking out and just see what happens. What's really been important to me during this time is to keep some form of routine. Naturally, every day I wake up and I meditate for 15 minutes. That's something that has been really, really grounding for me. Aside from that, I've been catching up with friends, family, doing lots of, Zoom meetings, walking the dog. But in addition to that, I've been eating really clean. And I really, truly believe that diet plays such a huge role in being able to maintain our immunity to anything, whether it's COVID or the flu or just, the common cold. So beans with every meal, vegetables with every meal. And if I'm having fruit, I'm only having one piece of fruit because as it turns out, you can get the same amount of vitamins in your vegetables, like dark leafy greens, as you can from a piece of fruit, but it has 10 times less sugar. So that brings me to the point about sugar. I have completely cut sugar out of my diet. If you drink like one soda, then your white blood cells are about 40% less effective in fighting off whatever is negative or foreign is in your body. And that effect lasts between 4 and 5 hours. So I'm completely avoiding sugar. I'm still drinking wine. So maybe I won't say I'm completely avoiding sugar, but one glass of red wine has like 1.2 grams of sugar, right? So it's a very small amount compared to a soda, which has like 40 grams. It's a lot. And then the last thing is I'm keeping warm, drinking warm liquids. A lot of people have said that, if you're drinking warm liquids, that you're actually killing the virus when it's in your throat. I don't actually think that's what's happening. What I think is happening is that it's actually, when you drink something warm, your body gets warm. So you're actually increasing your body temperature. And so as part of this, I wanted to share with you guys, as the reward for watching to the end of the video, I wanted to share with you what my hypothesis is around why COVID-19 is affecting or not affecting these kind of three particular groups of people. Why is it that men are 50% more likely to die? Why is it that people over the age of 65 are the most likely to die? Why is it that children under the age of 10 are the least likely? Well, from the research that I've found, babies and children under the age of 10 tend to have higher temperature than adults. Men tend to have lower body temperatures than women. And in addition to that, data suggests that women are more likely to notice they are cold 2 to 3 degrees faster than a man will. And finally, people over the age of 65 have a decrease in their average body temperature by about 1 degree. What does this mean? Well, setting aside immunocompromised people, what this tells me is that body temperature may be playing a role in all of this. Have you ever had your mom tell you, don't go outside without a coat or you're gonna get sick, or going to bed with wet hair, right? These are all things that lower our body temperature. And when our body temperature is lower, then we leave ourselves open to infection, because having a higher body temperature makes it harder for the virus to survive. For example, when you get a fever, that's your body trying to raise its temperature to destroy whatever foreign substance is in your body. So my prediction is that COVID-19 is functioning like any other flu, and that it hits us when we are most vulnerable, which is during cold weather, right? So I am staying warm, and I am hoping and I am praying that this virus calms down by the time summer comes around. That is my hope. That is my prayer. It is giving me something to look forward to. And if I am wrong, that's okay. But it's giving me something to feel good about, and it's giving me an action to take. When I go outside, I put a sweater around my neck. If I'm drinking some kind of liquid, I make sure it's hot. I make sure that the heater is on, that I have my ear warmers on, and that my body is warm, like warm to the bone, not just like, oh, I'm kind of warm, or I'm not cold. I'm making sure I'm warm, like before I start to sweat. I don't want to sweat, but I want to be warm. I want to feel warm. So that's what I'm focusing on. I hope you are doing well. I hope you are taking care of yourself. I hope you are connecting with the people that you love and just taking this time to reset and be grateful for everything that you have. If you're going through a rough time and you need someone to talk to you, I am here for you. And I would love to share in your story and, be a part of this with you. And if you are bummed that you were just about to buy a house and then all of this happened and the stock market went crazy and, your realtor's not picking up the phone, or they are, but they're not able to go out and take you to see a property, don't worry. Now is the time to prepare. Now is the time to think about what you're going to do in, 2 weeks, in maybe a month, when we get out of shelter in place. Call your lender, call your real estate agent, connect with the people that you haven't seen in a while, rest, take naps, drink wine at 1 o'clock in the afternoon because you can, just enjoy your life and be grateful. This is something that will pass. It is not for the rest of our lives. I love you, I care about you, and I hope that you are doing well. Cheers.